بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. And this evening, inshallah, I want to remind ourselves of our akhirah. Each and every one of us will reach their akhirah. There is no turning back, there's no stopping time. Each and every one of us is going towards our end, yani of this life, and then we go on to the next life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhal insan, innaka kadihun ila rabbika kadhan famulaqih. Oh man, indeed you are surely going to meet your Lord, you are surely going towards your Lord to meet him. Innaka kadihun ila rabbika kadhan. This is emphasis. فَمُلَاقِيهِ, to meet him. So the question that we ask ourselves, we ask each and every one of us, ask themselves, are we ready for that meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who created us, the one who gave us our senses, our faculties, the one who gave us and created the body which we live, our souls. Each and every one of us, we have to either use it correctly and inshallah gain the pleasure of Allah, and in consequence or in reward get the Jannah, or that we spoil our souls, we dirty our souls, spoil them, soil them, we soil our souls and then with sins, and then nas'allah salama, end up in the wrong place or in a place which is not befitting. Yani, if you want to get to Jannah, you want Jannah. You don't want a place which is going to be cleaning away your sins with fire. Who said that? Imam Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah. He said sins, they're destructive. And the more that they come upon a person, if the person dies upon that, he's under Allah's will. If Allah wills, he punishes him. If he wills, he forgives him. If Allah does not forgive us in the first instance, then the fire has to cleanse the rust of sins. Because the ones who enter Jannah, they enter Jannah with good souls. Ya ayyatuha nafsul mutma'inna, that soul which is content. Allah calls us to turn back to Him, turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and turn back to that reckoning, that meeting point with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, preparing for that point. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighadin wa taqullaha inna Allaha khabirun bima ta'malun. Oh, you who believe, fear Allah, and let every soul prepare for the next day. And fear Allah, indeed Allah knows all that you do. You can't hide from Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything that we do, everything that we say. That's why we have to prepare for that great meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yawmul mi'ad, Yawmul qiyamah, the day of standing, the day of meeting, al-mi'ad, meeting, al-qiyamah, the standing, the Yawmul hashr, the gathering, where people will be gathered and they will be sorted out, believers on one side, disbelievers on another. But before even all of that, there is straight away life after death in the graves. And straight away when your soul reaches your hulqum, وَأَنْتُمْ حِينَئِذٍ تَنْظُرُونَ. At that time you now are looking with sharp gaze. You know now that your soul is going to pass by your throat and then leave you as the eyes close. Then it's too late. You can't come back to this life. Surah Ankabut, the person will say what? رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ. Oh Allah, let me come back to this dunya. He will be regretful. Even the good person will regret that why I didn't do more deeds. رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلُ صَالِحًا فِيمَا تَرَكْتُ كَلَّا. The person will say that maybe I will do good deeds in that which I had left behind. Kalla, of a surety, no. إنها كلمة هو قائلها ومن ورائهم برزخ إلى يوم يبعثون. It's a statement that he says. It's just a statement that he says that he wants to come back. But what is before him now is al-barzakh, until the day he is raised up again. إلى يوم يبعثون. And no doubt there is a resurrection. As Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. How can you reject faith in Allah when you are without life, and He gave you life, and He shall cause you to die, and to Him will be the return. He shall cause you to be raised up again, and to Him is the return. وأن مردنا إلى الله. Surah Ghafir. And our return is to Allah. فستذكرون ما أقول لكم وأفوض أمري إلى الله. You remember what I said to you, and I leave my affair with Allah. Our return is going to be to Allah, and we can't stop time, as we said, because Allah is the controller of time. لا تسبوا الدهر فإن الله هو الدهر. Don't revile time, for indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the controller of time. يوم يفر المرء من أخيه. This is the reality. يوم القيامة, the person fleeing from his brother. يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه, his mother and father, وصاحبته وبنيه, and his companion, his spouse, and his children. He's going part, leaving them. They live in him, and he live in them. Why? Because nobody wants to be accountable. You have rights over me. Your wife has rights over yourself. Yani everybody has rights to give in this dunya. In this world, everybody has to give rights. وَأَعْطِ كُلَّ ذِي حَقٍّ حَقَّهُ. Give everybody their rights. As the Messenger ﷺ said. So every one of us has to give rights to our mothers, our fathers, our children, our brothers and sisters, the rights of relative, kinship, and so on. وَأَعْطِ كُلَّ ذِي حَقٍّ حَقَّهُ. Give everybody their due rights. So if we didn't give them their rights, will everybody be afraid to be asked of their rights? If you go to Tafsir al-Qurtubi, he said, إِنَّمَا يَفِرُّ. He will run away. Why? حَذَرًا مِنْ مُطَالَبَتِهِمْ إِيَّا. Because he is cautious that they will ask him for their rights. Everybody is scared that they will be asked. So he runs away from those who are most closest to them. Your own mother, ya akhi. Your own father. Your own children, your son, daughter, brothers, sisters, mother, father. Subhanallah, your spouse. And then another, in Tafsir Qurtubi, he said, and also it could mean, لِأَلَّا يَرَوْا مَا هُوَ فِيهِ مِنَ الشِّدَّةِ. It may be they run away from each other because they don't want others to see what they are in terms of the state of turmoil and hardship and difficulty. As a serious situation. Yawm al-Qiyamah, the gaze will be sharp. The gaze will be sharp. You haven't seen anything like it before. This is serious. In fact, when you die, you haven't seen any of that ghaib, of the angels coming to take your souls away. And they are the nazi'at for the disbelievers, the snatchers. Allah calls them the nazi'at, the snatchers, because they snatch the soul of the disbelievers out of the body. وَالنَّازِعَاتِ غَرْقًا وَالنَّاشِطَاتِ نَشْطًا وَسَابِحَاتِ سَبْحًا فَسَابِقَاتِ سَبْقًا فَالْمُدَبِّرَاتِ أَمْرًا. These angels, Allah describes, as Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin rahimahullah mentioned in his tafsir, these angels, they're the snatchers. You see, the soul of the disbeliever doesn't want to come out. It wants to stay in the body. So it hides deep. That's why Allah used the word gharqa, which means deep in Arabic, deep. Ghariq. Something which is ghariq, something which is deep. So the angels, they fulfill Allah's commandments. They go and get that soul wherever it is. That soul now is time to come out. Time to come out for reckoning. Time to come out for accountability. And the Mufassir al-Qurtubi also said, they know that nobody is able to benefit them. So they know that they're not able to benefit, not from their father, not from their mother, not from their spouse, not from their children, not from their brothers or sisters. Everybody is scared about his own self. So everybody is running away, scared about their own self. Na'am. And also Al-Qurtubi mentions a nice point here as well, and that is from Ad-Dahhak and from Ibn Abbas radhiallahu anhuma, where he said, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ. The person will flee from his brother. He said, this is possibly referring to Qabil and his brother, because he killed his brother. So because of that, they run away from each other. Qabil and Nabil. And also it could be the next one, where he said he will flee from his mother. وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ. He will flee from his mother, meaning the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will flee from his father, meaning Ibrahim alayhi salam, fleeing from his father Azara, who did not believe. Maybe it means that he will flee from his own son. Maybe it refers to Nuh alayhi salam, his own son not believing, and on Yawm al-Qiyamah fleeing from each other. And maybe fleeing from their spouse could refer to Lot alayhi salam and his wife that disbelieved and didn't accept the truth, didn't believe in Allah, and so they again will be fleeing from each other. And Adam alayhi salam, and so on. So it could mean referring to these prophets and messengers, na'am, and righteous, fleeing from those who are unrighteous in their lives, and Allah knows best. No. And this is also a statement from Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah, who was mentioned also in Tafsir al-Qurtubi. As-Sa'di rahimahullah, who came much later from the teachers of Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah, he says on that day a person will flee. And he said, from the most honorable people to him, from the most beloved people to him, min akhihi wa ummihi wa abihi wa sahibatihi wa bani. And from his sahibati mean here, his spouse. He will flee from his spouse, or she will flee from her spouse. لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. Because everybody is concerned with what he has put forward, with that which occupies him or her. He says, أَيْ قَدْ شَغَلَتْهُ نَفْسُهُ. His soul has occupied him. He's busy. He's busy now with accountability. Am I going to make it, or am I going to fail? وَاهْتَمَّ لِفِكَاكِهَا. Now he's concerned with being saved, saving his soul. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ الْالْتِفَاتِ إِلَى غَيْرِهَا. He's now not concerned with looking at other than his own soul now. He's worried about himself. نَفْسِي نَفْسِي. فَحِينَئِذٍ يَنْقَسِمُ الْخَلْقِ إِلَى فَرِيقَيْنِ السُّعَدَاءُ وَأَشْقِيَاءُ. On that day, the people will be apportioned into two categories. The happy ones and the miserable ones. Those who deviated. Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah, he said, on that day, the person will flee from his brother, his real brother, from his father and mother. وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ, his mother and his father, the direct mother and father. Or it could refer to even his grandparents, yani going up. He will run away from all of them. And his companion or spouse, referring to his wife. وَبَنِيهِ, and they are the most closest ones to you, your most beloved ones to you, your own children. You flee from them. You flee from them such that you're not asked for any deficiency that you had towards them, because every one of us are responsible for our children. The Messenger ﷺ, he said, كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّ رَاعٍ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعْيَتِهِ. All of you are shepherds. And all of you have a responsibility to your flock, yani to your children. So it's upon each and every one of us to enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Now children, وَأَنذِرْ عَشِيرَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ. And warn those most close to you, yani from your relatives. Warn them away from a punishment, away from a accountability, a responsibility of now taking that responsibility. So Yawm al-Qiyamah, you've done at least you called them to the truth. The Messenger did that himself. Ya Ka'b ibn Lu'ay, anqidhu anfusakum min an-nar. He called his tribe. Save yourselves from the fire. Ya Bani Murrah ibn Ka'b, anqidhu anfusakum min an-nar. He addressed each of his tribes, each of the tribes, saying, I am not able to aid you in anything. That is the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the refutation of the Sufis who say they can seek help from other than Allah, from the dead. Now Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Yawm al-Qiyamah, is telling the people and telling the most closest ones to him, Ya Bani Abd al-Shams, anqidu anfusakum min an-nar. Ya Bani Abd al-Manaf, anqidu anfusakum min an-nar. Ya Bani Hashim. Now he comes to his own tribe. Ya Bani Hashim, his own lineage. أنقذوا أنفسكم من النار. Save yourselves from the fire. يا بني عبد المطلب أنقذوا أنفسكم من النار. The children of Abdul Muttalib, save yourselves from the fire. يا فاطمة, oh Fatima, أنقذي نفسك, أنقذي نفسك من النار. Save yourself from the fire. His own daughter. فإني لا أملك لكم من الله شيئا. I cannot help you in the least. I cannot help you in front of Allah. With Allah, I cannot help you in the least. No, in the least, He can't help you. Yani, to save you from the hellfire, except obviously to enjoy the good, forbid the evil, show you the way, show you the path, the sirat al-mustaqim, which He did. And He fulfilled that which was upon Him. So therefore, the person, he warns his family. وَكَفَى بِالْمَرْءِ إِثْمًا أَن يُضَيِّعَ مَن يَعُولُ. It is enough sin for a person, he discards those under his responsibility. Your children are under your responsibility. They're all under our responsibility. We have to be upright in warning them, in encouraging them, warning them away from that which will harm them. Because Allah made haram the khaba'ith, the evil things, the dislike thing, the evil, filthy things, the khaba'ith. And وَيُحِلُّ لَكُمُ الطَّيِّبَاتِ, and He makes the good things halal for you. That which will help you, that which will benefit you. That is halal for us. Wallahi, you live that life, you live a life of happiness. تكون سعيد, you'll be the أسعد الناس. As Sheikh Sa'di rahimahullah mentioned in lines of poetry, he said, سَعِدَ الَّذِينَ تَجَنَّبُوا السُّبُلَ الرَّدَعِ وَتَيَمَّمُوا لِمَنَازِلِ الرِّضْوَانِ. They are the happiest people who left the lowly ways and they sought the high objectives. وَتَيَمَّمُوا لِمَنَازِلِ الرِّضْوَانِ, the pleasure of Allah, the higher abodes. They sought that. وَهُمَ الَّذِينَ أَخْلَصُوا فِي مَشِيهِمْ مُتَشَرِّعِينَ بِشِرْعَةِ الْإِيمَانِ. They are the ones who traverse this path with sincerity. أَخْلَصُوا فِي مَشِيهِمْ. They're walking and they're sincere in their path of speech, of action, of their heart. Yani their heart is sincere, their speech is sincere, and their actions are sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in what they're doing. Whether it is ruku', whether it is sujood, whether it is sadaqah, whether it is umrah or hajj, whatever they are doing, they are ibadur rahman. They are the ibad of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are preparing, they are focused. Between their eyes is Jannah and Nar. They don't want to get to Nar, they want to go to Jannah. So they strive their utmost, but they know if they slip into the hellfire, Allah forbid. But they are careful daily, protecting themselves away from the shaitan. Because shaitan wants to lead you astray, so you can be from the companions of the hellfire. Don't be deluded, don't be deceived. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. In Surah Luqman, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Ittaqullaha. اتقوا ربكم واخشوا يوما لا يجزي والد عن ولده ولا مولود هو جاز عن والده شيئا إن وعد الله حق فلا تغرنكم الحياة الدنيا ولا يغرنكم بالله الغرور. Look how beautiful these verses are. They are such a reminder. Oh, you believe, fear your Lord, fear Allah. اتقوا ربكم. And fearing Allah means you put between you and the haram a barrier. Stop, qif, between you and the haram. Don't trespass the haram. Don't even come close to the haram. Don't come close to the boundaries of Allah. تلك حدود الله فلا تعتدوها. تلك حدود الله فلا تقربوها. In that, even those boundaries, don't come close. فلا تقربوها. Why? Because you may end up falling into that haram. If you come close to the doubtful matters, كالراعي يرعى حول الحمى يوشك ويرتعى فيه. Like the shepherd who shepherds his sheep near the boundaries, it is fair that they will trespass. They will trespass beyond the boundaries and then they will graze outside. Likewise, you come close to the haram, you may end up falling. If you come close, you end up falling into the haram. Allah forbid. Don't come close to it. Close the door for shaitan. Don't leave door open, wide open. Do dhikr daily, morning and evening. Morning du'as, evening du'as. Seek protection. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ عُرْفَالَ قُلْ عُدُ النَّاسِ. 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the evening. Live a life of tawheed and sunnah, sincerity upon the sunnah of the Messenger. Your 5 daily prayers, nothing like it. Everything around your prayers, not the prayers around your work or your prayers around everything else. No! Your prayers, your salvation. As-salah, as-salah ma malakat aymanukum. Your prayer, and those under your responsibility. We have to fulfill that responsibility first on our neck, the salah. Being sincere and love it. Allahu Akbar, enjoy it. Like Rasulullah ﷺ enjoyed the salah. جُعِلَتْ قُرَّةُ عَيْنِي فِي الصَّلَاةِ. The beauty of my eyes is in the prayer. Love the salah. Enjoy it. Your fajr, you come in the morning. As you come in the darkness, you remember the hadith of the Messenger ﷺ. بَشِّرِ الْمَشَّائِينَ فِي الظَّلَامِ بِالنُّورِ تَامٍ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. Glad tidings to those who walk in the darkness with a complete light on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Complete light. You're in darkness. It's Fajr. No one there except a few people. But they know the value of this time. They know the value of Fajr. Allahu Akbar. They know the value of Fajr and Dhuhr and Asr and Maghrib and Isha. And they're continuous in their prayer. الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ دَائِمُونَ. Continuous upon their prayer. They love the Salah. They love the Fajr. Fajr, beautiful. The two sunnahs of Fajr, خير من الدنيا وما فيها. ركعتا الفجر. خير من الدنيا وما فيها. Better than the dunya, whatever is in it. What is in the dunya? People talk about G-Wagons and Mercedes and Lamborghini, building and this. Nothing! Compared to the akhirah. وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرُ وَأَبْقَى. وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرُ وَأَبْقَى. Better and everlasting is better for us. وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا لَعِبٌ وَلَهُ وَلَلدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ خَيْرُ الَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Don't you reflect? Don't you think? Allah is telling us to ponder, reflect, use our brain, use our aql. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. That you will leave the akhirah for this. You leave the akhirah for this, and this is only short. How old are you now? 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 58? The ummah of Muhammad ﷺ is between 60 and 70. Where are you going? أَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ. Where are you going to go? You ain't going anywhere except to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, except to that graveyard that you pass by every day to come to the masjid. Na'am. Or that graveyard you go every day to go to work. That's where you're going. Khalas. That is where منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى. From it you were created, and to it you shall return. منها خلقناكم. From it we were created you. And then you shall return to it, and then you shall come back from it. You should be raised up from it. That is the turab. That's all. That's all we are. We come back to the turab. We came from the turab, we go back to the turab, and then we'll be raised up from the turab. Allah, and it's easy for Allah. It's even easier for Allah. So fear Allah, he says, وَاخْشَوْا يَوْمًا. Fear a day. Fear a day. لَا يَجْزِي وَالِدٌ عَنْ وَلَدِهِ. A father, a parent cannot avail his child. وَلَا مَوْلُودٌ هُوَ جَازٍ عَنْ وَالِدِهِ شَيْئًا. Nor can a child avail his walid or walida. Cannot avail his parent. No one can avail each other. Yours, you and your actions. أَنْتَ وَعَمَلُكَ. When you enter Jannah, it will be said, أُدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةِ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. Enter paradise, what you used to do. What you used to do is nobody else. It's your actions. Your actions. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, when he commented upon this verse, this great companion, the cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the young cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he said, and this is quoted in Tafsir al-Baghawi, he said, كُلُّ امْرِئٍ يهمه or يهمه نفسه. Yani every person is concerned with his own self. Not father, not mother, not spouse, not brother, not sister. No one can help you. It's just you and your actions. That's why now we have to live our actions now. Whatever happened in the past, astaghfirullah, tubu ilayh. Be sincere, Allah will wipe it clean if you are sincere. If you are sincere in your sujood, you say, Ya Rabbi ighfirli, Ya Rabbi tub alayya. Then Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَدْعُونَ مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَهًا آخَرَ وَلَا يَقْتُلُونَ النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ وَلَا يَزْنُونَ وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ يَلْقَى أَثَامًا يُضَاعَفْ لَهُ الْعَذَابُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَيَخْلُدْ فِيهِ مُهَانًا إِلَّا مَنْ تَابَ. You see? Except the one who repented. He did all these bad deeds, but he repented. He's sincere. It's not a joke. He's sincere. مَنْ تَابَ تَابَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ. Allah accepts his repentance. That's why Allah is oft forgiving. Oft forgiving, most merciful. وَمَنْ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَى اللَّهِ. And who will forgive sins but Allah? There's no one else that will forgive sins except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And likewise, if you look at Shawkani's tafsir, that statement, وَلَا مَوْلُودٌ هُوَ جَازٍ عَنْ وَالِدِهِ شَيْئًا. Nor a soul can avail his parent in anything. He said, look at these two. A father and son, for example. Father can't help the son can't help the father. and the most beloved ones to each other. The father loves his son or his daughter, and his daughter or son loves their parent, whether it's their mother or father. Subhanallah, but they can't even help them. They can't help them because why? Each one concentrate upon their own self, as if they are strangers to each other. Yawm al-Qiyamah, as if you are strangers to each other, because on that day is going to be you. And they know they can't help. And they will be at the beginning, each one looking at what they have put forward, and they know they can't give it to anybody else, nor do they want to give it to anybody else. And everyone will be saying, Nafsi, Nafsi. يُبَصَّرُونَهُمْ يَوَدُّ الْمُجْرِمُ لَوْ يَفْتَدِي مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِئِذٍ بِبَنِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَأَخِيهِ. Even the mujrim, the evildoer, he would wish to give in ransom his own children so he can be saved, his own spouse so he can be saved, his own brother so he can be saved. That's on Yawm al-Qiyamah. In Tafsir al-Baghawi, يرونهم وليس في القيامة مخلوق إلا وهو نصب عين صاحبه من الجن والإنس فيبصر الرجل أباه وأخاه. The man will see his father, he will see his father, he will see his brother, he will see his relatives. فلا يسأله. But he will not ask them. He will see them. He knows how beloved they are to him, but he will not be able to talk to them because of his occupation. And he's occupied from speaking. He's occupied about his own self. How can I speak to somebody? I'm in my own trouble. I'm in need myself. Everybody will be nafsi, nafsi. Everybody looking to his own self. He sees his own relatives, but he can't avail them, and he knows he can't be availed by them because they will not also avail him. يَتَعَارَفُونَ سَاعَةً مِنَ النَّهَارِ. Ibn Abbas said, in Tafsir al-Baghawi, this is quoted. He said that people, like an hour of the day, they get to know each other. Then they will not know each other after that. Yani it's as if يُبَصَّرُونَهُمْ refers to they see their relatives, they know, they recognize that this is my mother, this is my father, this is my son, this is my daughter. He recognizes these are family members. But after that is over. It's just recognition. You just recognize, but no avail. Because it's just you and your actions. You and what you have put forward, yani for your akhirah. That's why the person looks to his akhirah, prepares now, and asks Allah for protection, and he asks Allah for forgiveness, and he asks Allah to accept the little that we have put forward. Life is short, passing by very quickly, my dear brothers and sisters. Life is short, and before we know it, we're next. And nobody knows they're next. Everybody will taste death. كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Everyone will taste that death. That death will come, but it will come with agonies. وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ ذَلِكَ مَا كُنْتَ مِنْهُ تَحِيدٌ. That is what you were running away from. وَجَاءَتْ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَعَهَا سَائِقٌ وَشَهِيدٌ. And every soul will be brought forward by the sa'iq, the angel bringing it forward. وَشَهِيد. And those that bore witness. You know, our actions, the angels have already written it, Ya Abdullah. It's already written, the angels, the honorable angels, كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. They know all that you do. So nothing is hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows everything about us. We can't hide. He's the first and the last and the highest and the nearest. Nothing is hidden from Allah in time and space. Because He's the first, no one before Allah. He's the last, there's no one after Allah. And He's the highest, there's no one above Allah. And He's the nearest to you by His knowledge. No one nearer to you than Allah by His knowledge. Because He knows everything, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alimun khabir, latifun khabir. So Allah is aware of each and every one of our actions. Allah is aware that you have been tested. And you are also aware that one day we're going to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أَحَسِبَ النَّاسَ أَن يُتْرَكُوا يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. That people will think they will be left alone to say we believe and they will not be tested. وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ فَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ. Indeed, we tested those who came before them, such that we know those who are truthful from those who are false. Those who are truthful to themselves, those who are false, they'll be false to themselves. Surah Al-Isra, in أحسنتم أحسنتم لأنفسكم. If you're good for yourself. وَإِنْ أَسَأْتُمْ فَلَهَا. And if you're bad, if you're evil, if you do wrong, then that's for it. You see here, he didn't even repeat it. Allah didn't repeat it because it's so lowly and so debased. He said, and it's for it. And it's for it. But when he said, in ahsantum li anfusikum, he repeated it. And if you are good, you're good for yourself. But the second time, he didn't say for yourself. He says, then it's for it. This is a way of rebuking that evil soul, dishonoring that soul that is turning away from Allah, that is turning away from the Sunnah, turning away from the Quran, turning away from the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, turning away from sincerity, turning away and looking forward to our reckoning. Yawm al-Qiyamah is coming. يَرَوْنَهَا بَعِيدًا وَنَرَاهَا قَرِيبًا. They see it as far away, but we see it as close, Allah says. Look how time is flying just as it is now. Just yesterday we were 20 years old playing football, or playing in the parks, 20 years old, 15 years old, playing on the swings. Subhanallah. Isn't time going fast? This is from the signs of the Day of Judgment. Time is going to go so fast. The year is like a month. The month is like a week. The week is like a day. Things are going so fast. People are occupied with social media. Occupied. Have to get through this. Have to get through that. Have to see what's going on around the world. Why do you have to see what's going on around the world? It's going to affect you. You have to read Quran. That's what we have to do. We have to read Quran. We have to pray upon istighfar 100 times a day. We have to pray upon dhikr. After the salah, why rush? Stay, sit. Remember Allah. As you're sitting, remember Allah, the angels are supplicating for you. They say, Allahumma aghfir lahu, Allahumma arhamhu. Wallah, we need it. We need that rahmah. Because when we go out, problems in family, problems with children, problems with this one and that one, problem with this car, problem with that one, problem with mashakil, problems. And we say, why is there a solution? Why is there a solution? Ya akhi, spend a few minutes extra, ya akhi. After salah. Come salah early. You come to Allah, Allah come to you by helping you, aiding you. Kun ma'Allah, Allah yakun ma'ak. Be with Allah and Allah will be with you. Wallah yuhibbu sabirin. Be patient, ya akhi. Allah loves the patient. Wallah yuhibbu al-muhsinin. Be righteous. Allah loves the righteous. Wallah yuhibbu al-muttaqin. Allah loves the pious. Be pious. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be with you, ya Abdullah. Be with Allah by fulfilling the obligatory duties, followed by the voluntary acts. Allah will be with you by helping you, aiding you. You raise your hand, Ya Rab, Ya Rab. وَمَطْعَمُهُ haram. His food is haram. وَمَشْرَبُهُ haram. His drink is haram. وَمَلْبَسُهُ haram. His clothes are haram. وَغُضِيَ بِحَرَام. He lives a life of haram. فَأَنَّ يُسْتَجَابَ لَهُ. How will he be answered? The one who's answered, he takes care of what he eats. The one who's answered, he raises his hand, but he eats halal. The one who's answered is the one that comes close to Allah, God-fearing, and he comes close to Allah with the obligatory duties, followed by the voluntary acts, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aids him. When he asks, Allah answers him. When he seeks protection, Allah protects him. He protects you, Ya Abdullah. Subhanallah, protects you. Look, a beautiful hadith. The hadith of Aban ibn Uthman radiyallahu anhuma. Aban, he narrates the hadith of his father Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anhu. What did Aban narrate this beautiful hadith? That my father told me that the Rasul, that he heard the Messenger say, whoever says, أعوذ بكلمات الله تامات من شر ما خلق, then they will, and he says it when he's in a dwelling, he will not be harmed by any creature, by anything. He will not be harmed by anything, whether in the heavens or on the earth, whether it's in the sky or on the earth. And if you say it 3 times in the evening, this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أعوذ بكلمات الله تامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله تامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله تامات من شر ما خلق. And you could also say بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. You ask Allah by His beautiful name. You ask Allah by His complete, perfect name. Perfect speech from the evil that He has created, whether it's in the heavens or on the earth. Subhanallah, if you say that, nothing will harm you. أعوذ بكلمات الله تامة من شر ما خلق. So Aban narrates this hadith from his father Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anhuma, for him and his son. So he said, the Prophet said, if you say this, you will be protected. So one day, Aban was bitten. Could be scorpion, whatever. He was bitten. So a man came to him and said, you narrate this hadith and you are bitten? So he says, by Allah, my father spoke the truth. SubhanAllah, Uthman ibn Affan, even the angels are shy in his presence. By Allah, my father spoke the truth when he narrated this hadith. And by Allah, the Rasul spoke the truth. And by Allah, I forgot to say it today. I forgot to say it today. You see, Ya Abdullah, we have to be ardent, we have to be striving upon the dhikr of Allah and not fear except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La takhafuhum wa khafuni. And prepare for that day with meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by clocking up those good deeds. There's no time to waste. There's no time to waste. There's lots to do. And we have to plan our lives, plan our ibadah. What we're going to do? We're going to keep up, we're going to keep up we're going to strive to get to the masjid. We're going to strive. We're going to love the wudu. We're going to perfect our wudu. We're going to perfect our prayer. To the best of our ability, we're going to learn the sunnah of Rasulullah in the prayer. What is it? We're going to learn the shurut, the conditions before we get to the prayer. The arkan, the pillars, whilst we're doing the prayer. And we're going to learn the obligations of the prayer. And we're going to learn the sunnahs of the prayer. Because why? We want to perfect that prayer. The first thing the person will be asked Yawm al-Qiyamah is his salah. If it is good, then the whole, what is next is easy. And if it is hard, if it is not, if it is wanting, meaning if it is deficient, then what's next is even harder. It starts here, Ya Abdullah. It starts here. Umar radiallahu anhu is on his deathbed. He's on his deathbed, hadith in Bukhari, which is a very long hadith. He's on his deathbed and he's saying, just before he dies, he says, La khayra fi islami man taraka salah. There's no khair, there's no good in a person's Islam if he discards the prayer. I'm still on Moroccan time. What time is the salah time? Huh? A few minutes. In Morocco, it's another 24 minutes to Maghrib, so I have to hurry up then, because here it's earlier. Subhanallah. And all of these are signs for us. All what we see in the creation, signs for us, whether it's the sun, the moon, the stars, we are one of creation. Isn't this what they said? You know, when the eclipse happened, so many people rushed to Devon. They went down south. And they said it became dark. See, this kuffar, when they go, they want to see some event, something different. So they went down to Devon to see the eclipse. And when it turned dark, because now the eclipse came, what did the Muslims do? Well, they go to the masjid, mashallah, they listen to the Quran being recited. The kuffar, they went down to Devon and they were waiting for this amazing event. When it closed, the reporters, what did the reporters say? And I was like attentive afterwards, so see the coverage. They said, it's as if we're one of creation. Yes, not as if, it's true. You and me are one of creation. We are all khalqullah. And Yawm al-Qiyamah, kullun ati ar-Rahman abda. Everyone will come to Allah as a slave. Everyone will come to Allah. No one will be able to speak with his own permission, without the permission of Allah. And if he speaks, what did Allah say? Surah An-Naba. He said, وَقَالَ صَوَابًا. And if he speaks, he only says that which is correct. And if you look at the tafsir of that verse, he only says that which is correct. He will say, La ilaha illallah. Ya Abdullah, we need La ilaha illallah now. We need La ilaha illallah in our lives now. We need ikhlas now. It's not a joke. Everybody is tested. The scholar is tested. The student of knowledge is tested. The general layman is tested. Everybody is tested. No one is free from being tested. The scholar, free from the first of those who will be punished in the hellfire. One of them is a scholar. He taught the people so people can praise him. And he said, I taught people, oh Allah, for your sake. Allah will be said to him, you have lied. You taught the people so you can be praised, so you can be said you are an alim, a scholar. And it was said, this is from the hadith Sahih Muslim, hadith Abi Hurraira radiallahu anhu, hadith Qudsi. From the first to be punished. Another one is, he was generous, but he was not sincere. He will be thrown into the hellfire. The third one, he went and fought. Bravely was seen, jihad. But yet he didn't do it for Allah. He was not sincere. So first and foremost, the first step is sincerity. Sincerity goes a long way. We have to be sincere to ourselves. We have to be truthful to ourselves, truthful to Allah, and truthful to those around us. And know that one day we reap what we sow. In ahsantum, ahsantum li anfusikum. Wa in asatum, falaha. Allah does not oppress anybody. Not even a mithqala dharra, not even the smallest of a deed. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Whatever that deed is, small, the smallest of deed you can see, with your naked eye, you will see it, whether good or bad. And the scales are so precise that even you will be weighed, your scrolls will be weighed, and your deeds will be weighed. All of that. Why do we have to come to a time where we regret? This is the time now to make changes. This is the time to strive to be from the sari'una fil khairat. Be the ones who rush to do good deeds. Be the ones who are foremost. وَالسَّابِقُونَ السَّابِقُونَ. Who are they? They are the muqarrabun. أُولَٰئِكَ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. They are the ones closest to Allah. They are the ones who are beloved to Allah. Be from the beloved. Because if you can't reach the beloved, at least you get to be, at least you make it. But if you worship Allah upon an edge, you may not make it. And if you be from the Ashabul A'raf, where your deeds, good deeds, equal your bad deeds, then you look to your left, you see the people of the hellfire. You say, oh Allah, protect me from the hellfire. You don't want to land in that place. And you look to the people on the right, you see the people of paradise. You wish to be with the people of paradise. And you see the conversation, you had the conversation between the two. What are they asking for? The people of hellfire, what are they asking for? Ya Malik, Ya Malik. Al-ayah? لِيَقْضِيَ عَلَيْنَا رَبُّكَ. And he'll be saying to him, إِنَّكُمْ مَاكِثُونَ. They want to be destroyed. You see, now people don't want to be destroyed. People, you ask anyone, I wish I could live forever. I wish I could live for 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, 1,000 years. I wish I could live forever. They're making these incubators so you can go in there, these ice incubators. Maybe one day some medical, modern method brings them back to life. So they can become a number two of that same version. And number 2, and number 3, and so on. They want to live forever. So they have put themselves in these ice incubators. So they wish they could live forever. But imagine that, you're in the people in the hellfire, they're not asking to live. They're saying, oh Allah, destroy us. They want to be destroyed. Ya Malik, liyaqadhiya alayna rabbuk. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Malik will say, Malik, the angel, the angel, what will Malik say? Innakum makithun. It will be, you will be there now. This is your abode. Innakum makithun. Yani in this abode, this is where you will be. And there's another set of people. As they enter in the hellfire, they speak to the gatekeepers of hell. The gatekeepers of hellfire say to them, did no warner come to you? Alam ya'tikum nadir? قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبناه وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء. They said, yes, a warner came to us, but we belied. And we said, nothing was revealed of this sort. They recognize their regret, their sorrow. Oh, if only I had followed the message. If only I had become serious. If only I had left the haram. If only I had left the evil. If only I left the shirk before all of that. If only I left the bid'ah. If only I left the sins thereafter, disobedience. It's not a joke. You can't hide from Allah. So don't lie to yourself. Be truthful to yourself. Know yourself. And even then, the Messenger taught us, وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ شُرُورِ أَنفُسِنَا. Don't feel safe. Why? Because the Messenger taught us, and seek refuge from the evil of yourselves. Because you never know, you may slip. You may just slip and go the wrong way. May Allah forgive us, protect us, aid us. So this question is a personal question. So this is best if it's asked directly to the shura of the masjid, Sheikh Abu Idris here. You can ask him this personal question. So any personal questions to do with marriage, divorce, all this. I remember back in the days when we were in Masjid al-Nabawi in front of Sheikh Ali Nasr al-Faqihi. Sheikh Ali Nasr al-Faqihi was teaching in Masjid al-Nabawi, and he was going through the Sharh al-Sunnah of Sheikh Salih Fawzan. I remember a young man came to him about issues of marriage, divorce, and he said, look, you want me to answer it? These are not easy questions to ask. And so they require both families to attend and require more detail. Barakallahu fikum. No. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and aid us, give us good in this life and good in the hereafter. Make dua for each other much. The scholars, they used to do that much. Every time they meet each other, when they meet their students or when they meet their family, always make dua for each other. You never know when that dua is accepted. Have hope. Be positive. Don't be miserable and dry. Always be kind and be gentle and hope the best for each other, inshallah. We all want good for each other. So whenever you meet each other, make dua, and we make dua for each and every one of us this evening. May Allah protect us and aid us and forgive us our shortcomings. May Allah strengthen us in our iman. May Allah protect our children. May Allah protect our children. May Allah protect our children and guide them to the Sirat al-Mustaqim. And make us make that path until the end upon La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. It's not academics. It's not you're going to university. This is reality. This is life. So we need to ask Allah for help. And He's the Ni'mal Mawla wa Ni'mal Nasir. What a blessed helper He is, and what a blessed one to aid you and give you victory. Aid you through your difficult paths, for your obstacles. May Allah aid us. And it's very nice to visit you, our brothers, our sisters. May Allah protect us and forgive us our shortcomings. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ala khayri khalqi Muhammad wa akhir